Howdy folks, I'm just glad to see y'all today because of the fact that today is Monday, October the 18th, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's going on with my dogs. It's beautiful out here today, I'll tell you. It's nice and cool. Hallelujah. Because I am not in for the real hot stuff. Wanted to let you know what's going on about my dogs. So because our homestead, we don't eat animals, we decided to have pups that we would sell for pleasure, for love, for people having as pets. And so let me show you what's here in my little dog yard. So over there you can see Simon Says and Penelope. Now Penelope is going to have puppies. She's going to have puppies with Mr. Needham. And here's Mr. Needham. Hey, Mr. Needham. Are you mama's baby? Are you baby? You're such a sweet boy. Yes, your mama's good boy. He is a good dog, let me tell you. He's finally letting Bob touch him some in the living room. Whenever Bob comes in the evening, he climbs up in my lap, but he doesn't ever go to Bob, and that bothers Bob, I think, a lot. What has happened is I can't let Sugar Bear out here with everybody. I have to let her out separate from Penelope, because Penelope is going to have puppies and Sugar Bear is going to have puppies, and I think they're both going to have at least 2 puppies. They're both pretty heavy. I don't expect more than 2 puppies a piece. I think that they will have at least 2 puppies. But here's the problem. Both of these dogs don't like other female dogs when they are in their pregnancies. They're very protective. And so I'm having struggles with being able to have them in the same place at the same time. Now let's throw into there Bitsy with them, who is not pregnant, who just wants a fight. She's 6 years old almost, and she just gets crazy. And so it's just been a war zone here for a while, and I just needed desperately to have some stress-free days and to not have to put up with all this fighting with the dogs, because I had 2 big dog fights that I had to. One was really terrible, and I thought they were going to kill each other literally, but the second one they started into, and I was able to stop it fairly quick. It didn't take me 30 minutes. In other words, it took me about 5. And so I don't want to deal with that again. I just tell you what, Simon Says is the cutest little thing. He looks like a teenager that is like, you know how they're awkward when they first become teenagers and they're growing, but now he's his full size of what he's going to be, but his hair is starting to come in, his long adult hair. He's just as soft as can be. Now his mother is very coarse hair, because she is a straight-haired, short-haired Chihuahua, but he is like Mr. Needham, but his coat is much nicer. It's more like Penelope's, and it's just long in certain places, and his tail is starting to feather, and he's getting lots of feathering around his face and his ears, and he's just as cute as can be. He's a sweet little thing. He's wild though. Oh, he loves to play and run and jump and do everything that all the young chaps like to do when they're baby pups or little pups, because he's about 5 months old now, so not quite, but close. I mean, in 2 days he'll be 5 months old. He's had all of his shots except his rabies. I'm not going to get his rabies shot because he's not out and about with any of the wildlife or anything. Whoever buys him eventually will have to get the rabies for him. He's up to date on his wormings and everything, but he's just as cute and as playful a pup as you ever would. Very friendly. Oh my goodness, friendly. I just wanted to let you know that because Bitsy causes such a trauma problem of being able to take these 2 girls in and out of the she's not so bad with Penelope, but she really hates Sugar Bear. And the reason I think she hates Sugar Bear is because Sugar Bear is trying to take Top Dog, of which she has done. And that doesn't go well with Bitsy. Bitsy was Top Dog and she doesn't like it. And so I decided, and Bob, we both decided together that we were going to have to give her away because she was just causing so much trouble. She doesn't seem to be able to have puppies anyway, and we just we want this to be a small time business that we can have through, you know, our retirement years. We just I had talked to a friend and had told me that she would take Bitsy, but when I told my oldest daughter, Jenni, let me turn this around so you can see who's talking to you. When I told my daughter, Jenni, that I was going to give her away, she said, "To who?" She just went off right automatic because she has a very special bond with Bitsy. And Bitsy, all Bitsy has to do is see her out, getting out of the car through the window, or hear her voice, and she goes AWOL trying to get Jenni. And so Jenni had come to help me to fix my hair for Mia's wedding, and I told her I was going to give her away, and she says, "To who?" And I said, "Well, I have somebody in mind if you can't," but I said I didn't know whether you could take her or not because I didn't know if your husband would want you to take her. And she says, "It doesn't matter, I'm taking her." So she just, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, she's mine. I've gotten messages back that she's doing well and that she's learning new things that she has to do to be in Jenni's house, and that she's doing fine with learning those things. Jenni has a strange dog. I don't really know what the mixture was, but he's a male dog, and he's much larger. But he's a little bit younger than Bitsy is. I think he's about 3 or 4 years younger than she is. And so he's not still playful, but he's calmed down a lot now. And so they're being good friends. She's happy that she's just with one dog. And so she's having a good time, and there is a yellow jacket on my hand. I am allergic to bee stings. I do have green tomatoes out in the garden. So if this thing doesn't leave me alone and bites me, or stings me, I should say. They don't bite, they sting. But then I'll be fine. See, many years ago when I was pregnant with Jenni, I am very allergic to bee stings, and I had gotten bit by a sting, or not bit, but stung by a yellow jacket, and I called the doctor immediately and said, "I'm way out in the country, how can I get to something quickly?" And she said, "Well, do you have a garden?" I said, "Yes." She says, "Go out and get a green tomato, cut it in half, and just roll it, the juice all over it. Just take take the tomato and just roll it all over your skin with the wet part, and just keep doing it." And she said it will take the sting out as well as it will take the poison out. And so I did. I went and did it immediately, and I had no troubles. And I have forever remembered that. And my doctor that told me that is also my godmother. She is 100 years old. She will be 101 this coming year. So she knew exactly what to do to help me. So y'all have a blessed evening. I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on with my dogs, because I know that some people are very interested in dogs and others are not. It's understandable. I'm not interested in cats. So I understand. I put up with cats, especially people who are my friends that have cats, because I know they love them. But am I going to go get a kitten to put in my house and let her grow up? Ain't gonna happen. So I've had enough pee and poop to pick up from them. So y'all have a blessed evening. And it's fall, people. Yay! I'll